10 extinct mammals.
We can study animals from all over the world thanks to science. But what about those that no longer exist? The list of extinct mammals could go on for ages, but each animal has a unique story. With today's advanced research, we can learn so much from animals that haven't even existed during our lifetimes. Join us as we go through 10 extinct mammals that will leave you utterly amazed.
Physolocosmalis.
The saber-toothed tiger had a thick coat with a yellowish-beige color. Often referred to as the saber-toothed tiger, this mammal is closely related to marsupials. This incredibly extinct predatory animal can be most recognized by its two long, razor-sharp canine teeth. These teeth could grow longer than 7 inches and were carefully crafted to cut through tissue, allowing them to inflict the greatest damage on their prey. Not only did they have outstandingly long teeth, but an amazing jaw that could open over 90 degrees. The Physolocosmalis was one magnificent animal that, unfortunately, was classified as an extinct mammal.
Eobelius.
In its habitat, Eobelius was one of the largest animals with an upper size similar to that of a large black rhinoceros. Although it looked like a rhinoceros, the Eobelius was a mammal species belonging to the order Dinocerata. This incredibly large beast was 13 feet long and weighed over 8,000 pounds. This creature had 3 pairs of horns atop its skull, similar to that of a giraffe. Eobelius had an incredible pair of strong large tusks on its jaw and lived 45 million years ago.
Quagga.
South Africa's Quagga equus quagga became extinct at the end of the 19th century. Quagga is an extinct mammal subspecies of zebras that were incredibly unique in its own way. The quagga was said to look like a mixture of a zebra and a horse. This is because the rear part of its body was all brown, and the front contained a variety of stripes. Each quagga had its own set of individual stripes. The last living quagga resided in the London Zoo through to the late 1800s. Additionally, this quagga was the only one ever to be photographed. The quagga had incredibly long legs made for endurance and speed, which allowed them to reach over 40 miles per hour. They would also use these incredibly strong legs for defense and give you an extremely hard kick if provoked.
Thylacine.
In modern times, Tasmanian tigers were the largest carnivorous marsupial. In modern times, Tasmanian tigers were the largest carnivorous, wasn't much of a tiger at all. This marsupial mammal is said to resemble more of a medium-sized dog than it did a tiger. These incredible animals weighed anywhere from 30 to 60 pounds and had striking yellowy-brown fur. Thylacines were timid animals that communicated mainly through yaps and barks like dogs. Sadly, their extinction was caused at the hands of humans through excessive hunting of the animal. The last thylacine of its species sadly passed away in 1936 at the Pyrenees Zoo, where it was held in captivity.
Irish elk.
The Irish elk was one of the largest and heaviest deer ever to walk the earth. A funny fact is that the Irish elk was not actually an elk but the largest deer species ever known. These gigantic mammals were 7 feet tall and had massive antlers atop their head that spanned 12 feet. Just the antlers on their own weighed 90 pounds. These incredible beasts were said to have been roaming the earth about 8,000 years ago before becoming extinct. Although scientists don't know exactly why Irish elk went extinct, there are a few theories. Some believe its size alone was a reason that contributed to its extinction, while other theories suggest a food shortage might have caused them not to be able to fulfill their dietary needs.
Pyrenees Ibex.
For a brief period in 2003, the Pyrenees Ibex was declared unextinct. The Pyrenees Ibex was a species of goats that became extinct in the 2002. These extinct mammals could be found living throughout the Pyrenees Mountains along Spain and France and mountains throughout Asia and Africa. They chose to live on cliffs to protect themselves from predators. Scientists aren't entirely sure what caused the Pyrenees Ibex to become extinct, but many believe it could have been due to hunting and diseases. Interestingly, scientists tried to clone the Pyrenees Ibex back into existence, but sadly the baby died due to health problems shortly after birth.
Stellar sea cow.
Stellar sea cow was one of the largest mammals in the ocean at the time, and they resembled manatees. Stellar sea cows were larger than manatees, one of the largest members of the sea cow family. These incredible aquatic animals could grow to up to lengths of 25 feet and weigh over 8,000 pounds. They were called sea cows because they lived in herds and fed on seagrass near the water's surface. Sadly, this amazing creature became classified as an extinct mammal due to rapid hunting by humans. Sailors and fur traders would hunt them for their fat and meat. And since these sea cows weren't fast swimmers, this made them an easy target.
Bali Tiger.
Bali tigers are an extinct subspecies of tigers that once inhabited the Indonesian island. The Bali tiger is a big cat species that lived on the Indonesian island of Bali before its extinction. This incredible tiger was around 7 feet long and weighed over 200 pounds. Various prey was consumed by these carnivorous mammals, including monkeys and wild boars. They had a beautiful orange fur coat with an array of dark and white stripes throughout their body. The Bali tiger became extinct in the 1950s due to hunting and destroying their habitats, making it much harder for them to find prey.
Woolly mammoth.
When King Tut ruled ancient Egypt, there were living mammoths on the planet. One of the most well-known extinct animals is the woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoths are close relatives of modern elephants and were incredible creatures. Unlike elephants today, woolly mammoths had thick brown fur that covered their entire bodies, and this was due to the extremely cold temperatures they lived in. Woolly mammoths became extinct over 10,000 years ago due to climate change. But there are theories to suggest humans may also have been a part of the reason.
Camelop.
In terms of height, camelops stood about 7 feet to 2 meters tall. A camelop is an extinct mammal of the subfamily of camels that roamed North America over 11,000 years ago. These incredibly large animals reached heights of 7 feet and weighed almost 2,000 pounds. According to some scientists, camelops are more closely related to llamas than to camels. As they roamed, they grazed on plants and shrubs. Climate change and the arrival of humans and hunting are believed to be why the camelops are now extinct.